Hello my internet friends and welcome to another video. Today we are here for a solo review. Tom Ford Noir Perfume. How's my French? Like I say always, I've been practicing. So this is a very popular fragrance here on YouTube. I got it because of Karina Waldron. Karina Waldron made me buy it. She loves this and I love the way she describes it as femme fatale, perfect date night. This was a semi-blind buy. I went to Sephora to try to smell it before I got it because she kept saying it was then to say blind buy, try it before you buy it, and Tom Ford is expensive, so I didn't want to blind buy a very expensive fragrance. But when I went to Sephora, they only had Noir Extreme, and I smelled Noir Extreme and it was very nice. And I said to myself, if I can take Noir Extreme, I can probably take Noir Parfum. So I blindly ordered Noir Parfum and I have no regrets. In the beginning, it smells very cologne-y. You know that cologne, that opening cologne smell? It smells very cologne-y, but I will say this dries down very beautifully. It dries down into a very spicy, sweet, delicious vanilla I wanna eat you up kind of scent. And to me, it's not strong at all. I expected something stronger, something deeper, something. This is very nice. I can even wear it to sleep if that's an indication of anything. It's not as strong or as heavy, but as I was saying, this is a very nice fragrance. Not extremely heavy at all. Very nice, very pleasant. I think if you don't mind the cologne smell, I think this would be a safe blind buy. If you're somebody who cannot stand that smell of cologne, stay away from this. Like I said, deep, sexy, but not so dark and mysterious. It's quite dark and mysterious, but not as dark and mysterious as you would think based on the descriptions here online and everything. Definitely is a gourmand. It's definitely a very yummy scent, but it's also yummy in a strange way. It's yummy in the form of, for example, take you're baking a brownie and you have this creamy, yummy, delicious. That's another thing. It dries down quite powdery, quite creamy. It's very smooth. Think of a very yummy, juicy, delicious brownie, right? But the best part is in the edges. That's how this is. It's like a dessert with an edge. So like the edges of the brownie. Think of somebody, when I think of this, I think of a very beautiful woman with an edge. So think of somebody like Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, her character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Widow, but not quite as deep. This is not quite as deep and as dark and as sexy as Black Widow, but it's almost getting there. Think of the scene where Black Widow was interrogating, well, seemingly she was being interrogated, she was tied down, that man was interrogating, and she was seemingly being interrogated, but really she was performing an interrogation. She was tied down. That man thought she was tied and she was down, so he was giving away all his secrets. And that's what I think about such a woman. Think of somebody stranded in a desert, but instead of taking off her shoes and walking to the next water source, the nearest water source, instead she's wearing her high heels and walking to the nearest. Scratch the Black Widow inference. Think of the woman in Jurassic World that came out. Remember in Jurassic World, the first one, she acted the whole movie in her high heels. That's what you should think about when you think of this. Like you're in a not so pleasant situation, in a situation that will require you to get as comfortable as possible and take off and get your most comfortable shoes. But no, she tied her shirt and she stayed with those high heels, and she acted the entire movie chasing dinosaurs, running away from dinosaurs, saving her nephews, and sometimes saving that man, all in those high heels. That is this. It's like, it's almost dark and mysterious, but not as dark to the level of as Black Widow. Dark in its own right. That's what I think about when I see this. It's like, it's so deep, sexy, dark, mysterious. Like, why are you wearing high heels and running away from dinosaurs? If that woman in that movie Jurassic World Part 1, if she was wearing a fragrance in the movie, it would be Tom Ford Noir Parfum. The guy fell in love with her because it's so sexy. She was able to overcome all those dinosaurs because this is beast mode, it's powerful, it's confident, and it's everything. It's a really nice fragrance. I highly recommend it. I have no regrets. This is a 1.7 ounce. Again, no regrets. I don't like big fragrances in my collection anymore because I have such a huge collection right now, so I have no regrets. But this is a beautiful fragrance. I recommend it. For date night, going out. I think signature scent worthy. It's kind of deep, kind of dark, kind of sexy. So of course, if you want to split up your fragrances, like I always say, then this would be your colder weather fragrances. But I think this would be good. This would be a good signature scent. Reading the notes here on Fragrantica, it says this is sweet vanilla, amber, woody, powdery, citrus, balsamic, warm, spicy, lactonic, and aromatic. A very accurate description. Tom Ford Noir Perfume was launched in 2015, and the note is Sonia Constant. Ginger, top notes ginger, bitter orange, mandarin orange, and bergamot. So that's you do smell those delicious yummy fruits in the beginning. Then the middle note is coffee, which apparently is an Indian dessert, so definitely very yummy. I love Indian desserts, so I have never had coffee, but I expect it to be nothing short of delicious. And then rose, orange blossom, and jasmine, and the base notes amber, vanilla, sandalwood, and mastic. So definitely that's where you get it has a lot of edible things, and I believe that's where you get that deliciousness from. And vanilla always adds a special kick, and I think it's the amber and the sandalwood that gives it that dark sexy note, but it's not done to an extreme. It is very well done. So again, 100% purchase with my own money. Highly recommend it. I would give this let's give this a 7.5 out of 10. Highly recommended. You will not regret. I don't think you regret it. I don't think it's as heavy as everybody says, but you know, always get yourself a sample. Try to smell it. Try to smell things in the same family. Also, there are lots of subscriptions. You can probably try this for something like $9.99 or something before you purchase it, or just go to Sephora. This is a fragrance in Sephora, so you can easily smell it before you take the plunge. Tom Ford is not that cheap, but it's not the private blend of Tom Ford, so it's a little bit more accessible and a little bit more affordable, and you can actually find this on discount websites because it's not the private blend. The private blend I found is much harder to find on discount website, but this is more accessible. So try fragrancenet.com. I believe they have this for much cheaper and you won't regret it. So I hope you enjoyed this review enough to come back for my next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye and stay safe.